Hello. If you want to learn how to make heaven on earth, you've come to the right place. This is a wonderful queso recipe. I'm Alex, and this is Alex Miles, and I'm going to make queso. So, starts out pretty simple. You need, well, not really simple. The ingredients for this are, you have half a cup of queso blanco cheese, white queso cheese. If it comes in a big wheel, cut it into quarters, and this is what I did. Half a cup of pepper jack cheese. I don't know how much on one of these blocks it is, but we'll grate it into half a cup. Half a cup of milk. And you're going to need a cutting board, a knife, a cheese grater. You're going to need a jalapeno if you want to make it spicy, and then tomatoes. Yeah, so over here is the tricky part, or the annoying part. So, we can't really put it on one pan for risk of the cheese burning. So what we're going to do is we have what's called a double boiler. Now, you can buy a double boiler, but if you don't have one, you can do what I did. You put water in one pan, and put it on medium to high heat, so about 6 or 7 if you have one of these ones with numbers. Then you put another pan on top of the one that has the water in it. This will provide indirect heat for the cheese. So now you're going to want to grate the cheese. Now I'm going to do a cut so that you don't have to see me going through and grating all this cheese. Alright, so I grated the pepper jack cheese, and if you look at this, it was about this much. I used the fine side of this cheese grater so that'll melt faster. Next, I'm going to crumble the queso blanco. Crumble it pretty small. I'll pause the video I'm going to show you how to crumble it. Whoopsie, camera fail. But what you need to do is you take the cheese, right, and then I'm going to cut off a section. You just start tearing it off and smushing it and crumbling it. I'm going to do the rest of this and then just show you the next step very quickly. Alright, now that you have, well, at least I have crumbled all this, you're going to want to, well, first I'm going to show you how much. It's about half a cup, so you want to crumble it really thin. This is probably the biggest you want a chunk to be, because I made one with bigger chunks because I didn't want to spend all the time crumbling it small, and ended up being really gritty and gross. Alright, so here I got a jalapeno. Alright. This is the next step. Okay, sorry, it was all zoomed in. But here's the jalapeno. What you do with the jalapeno? What I'm doing with the jalapeno is I'm going to cut it to little pieces. How am I going to do that, you may ask? Well, so I have a big knife here, and I'm going to cut off the end. Okay, now I'm going to cut in here inside the jalapeno and get all that membrane out. By the way, you should have the water going this entire time. So I'm going to cut it in open, half, down, and through. Now you can take out the membrane if you don't want it to be spicy, and all the seeds. The seeds and membrane are what makes it spicy. Another thing you can do if you don't want to go through all the time dicing them, you get one of these, and you put all you want in there. Put it in, and then you start hitting, and then you start just going. Now I have them in small bits. With the tomatoes, I got them pre-diced, but you're going to want to make them a little bit smaller. Use the same technique I just showed you for that. Alright, now leave these on the cutting board. They're pretty much pulp. Not quite, if you see. You want to take out all the juice of the tomatoes before doing it. Now with the cheese and the milk, we're going to add half of, over here, our double boiler. The water is boiling. As you can see. Well, you probably can't see. because of all the smoke. But I'm going to, in here, I'm going to bring in and add all of the cheese and about half of the milk. You don't want to be holding on to the big handle, this top red handle for me, while you are doing this, because otherwise it might fall over. So now we're going to add half of the milk, all of the cheese. Now I'm going to add a little bit more milk to it, and now you're going to want to get a big wooden spoon or spatula, or one of these wooden spatula. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a spatula. And you're going to want to just stir it around like this. The milk. It shouldn't take too long for it to start to collect in like a pulp. Then you're going to need to keep stirring it, but add in the rest of the milk. After a bit, you should reach a stage where it's not in a pulp anymore, but it's still there and it's kind of gritty. So this is a fairly good indicator telling you, well, you're almost done. Keep stirring. Also, now is about the time to add in the tomatoes and jalapenos. How much queso it makes? And it tastes really good too. So, thank you for watching my how-to speech on how to make queso. Goodbye. This time.